What's up, guys? It's me, Do Not Obey, and I just want to bring you guys some Christmas or let's say holiday horror stories, right? I have to keep my horror going. So this movie that I'm about to talk about is called Puka. Now, it was back in 2018, I believe, and it's called Puka Into the Dark, okay? So it starts off weird from the beginning. And this repeated sentence, look at all the pretty lights, look at all the pretty lights, repeats and repeats itself in a creepy ass voice, okay? So to me, it already grabs your attention, right? So, excuse me. So to me, with it starting with look at all the pretty lights, look at all the pretty lights, and then it focuses on a man laying on the ground. And he's just, in a way, you can't really tell if he's dead or not. He's just kind of laying there to me. I don't know if he's in between, right? Because it's the beginning of the movie. It's like a psychological thriller in my eyes. So basically, it's a young black male, right? He's single from what we can tell. He's struggling. He is an actor because he says it. Okay, you'll find that through the movie. And he has like a weird standoff personality. Like you can tell that he's probably nice, but he's like one of those weird, like creepy to me nices. Like, but he does befriend this nice older lady, his neighbor, right? So the movie shows him going into like a casting call, and it shows it's for males, obviously, and it shows the guys going in and out, nervous, going over their script. Well, when he's up for the role, they give him like this ridiculous, you know, they tell him something to do. He ends up doing it. This weird dude walks down. I think he's head of, I don't want to give the story away, but head over everything that's about to go on, right? Like a company that he's going to be working for, okay? So this is where we get introduced to Puka, okay? Now, Puka is sort of like an AI robot. Now, these are toys that are coming out for the Christmas holiday. So he's going to be the face of Puka. He puts on this suit and he starts to me transform. Now, I don't know if it's his own inner demons, you just have to watch, or was the suit demonic itself to bring out his inner demons. So I just want to bring you guys Puka. Maybe you guys will like it. I've got some clips, going behind me. Maybe if you guys are interested. Just saying. Now, this is Krampus. I want to throw this in here. Everybody hopefully should have already seen Krampus, right? I like this movie. It deals on folklore. It kind of makes you, if you've seen the Rare Export movie that I talk about on this video, to me it kind of connects like the same Santas, but the different folklores and the beliefs and, whatever, right? So in Krampus, it starts with two families. Of course, certain families don't get along. They're actually pushed together, which is kind of funny in a way, but whatever, they're not getting along. But of course, you got to come together for the holidays. But everybody should know, long story short, they get targeted and hunted down by a demonic, and this thing is ugly as hell to me, a horned-hoofed creature. And I like it because there's nothing wrong with bringing a little comedy and horror, a little humor and horror together around the holidays. So I just want to throw Krampus in there real quick because I believe a lot of you guys have seen the movie Krampus. So let me know if you enjoyed it or not. Like I said, it's okay to laugh and scream at the same damn time. Now, this one is called Once Upon a Time at Christmas. Now, this movie starts off wild, it's crazy as hell, okay? Now, it's about two serial killers. They're both dressed up as Mr. and Mrs. Claus. They look nothing like them, but they're trying, whatever, okay? Now, the killings start in like a small ass town, okay? The movie jumps right into it. This is why I like it. It flashes to Mr. and Mrs. Claus decapitating somebody's head off gate. Like as soon as you click it on, you get a little backstory. Boom, head is a flying. Okay, he decapitates another Santa. All right. Then the movie also focuses on like this young teen girl. Her parents are having problems, blah blah blah, and they end up teaming up with a local sheriff. Well, we find out later why the parents was having problems and arguing in the first place. Okay. But that is just something, if you want to watch the movie, you'll find that out, right? Now, the best killing scenes in this movie to me now were the one where there were two teenagers in a car, getting it on, two turtles and a dove, whatever. And they set their car literally on fire and they burned them like it's crazy, like just s'mores and stuff. Then there's a bar scene, right? And I believe there's like, I want to say 4 or 5 girls in the bathroom at a public bar, right? Seriously. Mrs. Claus is already in there. She has like this automatic bow and arrow. Boom. Straight through the eye, dude. And then Mr. Claus comes in, I believe, with an axe. And they end up, doing their thing, leaving one girl alive. And you'll find out later in the movie why she is left alive as well. And this all happened in a public place. Another kill scene is when the FBI comes into play. And, they're sitting around in the office, sending the other guys out, to get all the information because they said, you guys called us. So they really wasn't doing much, right? Well, one of the dudes gets a phone call. And he has maybe 5 or 6 staff members in the office, just the FBI. All the sheriffs of the town were out searching. Nobody was there but the FBI. He goes and takes this short ass phone call. He comes back and his whole team is slaughtered, and then he ends up getting killed as well. But it's just how they did it. So this was called Once Upon a Time at Christmas. I just thought this would be another cool horror for you guys just to watch around the Christmas holidays if you're not into all the sappy stuff. Now this is called Rare Export. Now it's The Real Santa. Now, this movie was very, to me, interesting. I love this movie. I could watch this movie year-round. Now, this movie starts off and is based solely in Russia. It's surrounded around a small Russian group of people that are living off the land. They have certain jobs. You can tell, like, if they don't do certain things right, they won't eat, right? So it starts off showing a little boy and his friend. They're sneaking up on this mountaintop where these... some rich man and whoever his workers are blasting the mountain. Okay, now it tells you the legend of the mountain, and long story short with that is basically a long time ago there was a real Santa, right? And he got trapped, but he was going around literally eating bad children, not giving them coal. He would eat them, devour them. Now, he ends up getting trapped on ice on a lake, falls in. Summertime comes up. The people dig him up. They bury him up on a hill. They put rocks all over him. Hence why you see this mountain. The man's big as the damn mountain. You'll find that out later. Like, he is as big as the damn mountain, okay? So once you kind of get into the story, the dad sets a trap, blah, blah, blah. They end up finding a man in there. They think that the man's dead. He's real old, frail, got a long white beard. They think he's Santa. Well, you gotta understand, Santa has elves too. Now, if I would have known that the elves look this way, if they, they're not the cute little male, female elves we're thinking about. These were old, wrinkly, 100-year-old looking old, frail men with long white beards, and they all kind of looked the same. They all wasn't the same person, but they all looked alike, okay? Fast forward through the movie, the father and them starts understanding that there's more to this story, more to this story. The little boy's friend ended up going missing. They didn't believe him that Santa took him. They thought they had Santa the whole time. So they called the rich guy because they were on a speakerphone, and the dude was trying to figure out where his package was. Now keep in mind, the people that end up finding Santa, they were unthawing him, and I believe the elves must have did something with him because those people were nowhere to be found, right? So they end up in the hands of the normal people. They bring him this guy. The man's like, be nice, act good. This is not Santa. This is one of his elves. And then it shows all these, like I said, all these old, wrinkly, naked, old, 100,000 years old looking men. So the little boy ends up going into this barn looking thing. I don't know. And he sees this thing in a block of ice. It has horns and as big as the giants. And I can get with that. Yeah, I can see that that could be the true identity of Santa. I almost said Satan. Excuse me. But anyway, so, but like I said, and all the children that were missing from that whole town were there. For some reason, that little boy was the only child that wasn't taken because he told his father what they had done about sneaking up to the mountain because he lied. He was an honest child. But like I said, it's a real good movie. It's not too long, but it's long enough. It gives you all the details you need. So I wanted to bring you guys Rare Export, The Real Santa. Now, I Trapped the Devil. Now, I just want to bring this to you guys real quick. Now, this movie to me, it was okay. It was more like a loop-de-loop type of thing, like a really like in your mind psychological like F your mind up to me anyway. But it starts off with two guys, I think they're brothers, and one's already married. They go visit their other unnerved brother that trapped the devil, honey, at his house. And it just kind of shows them having some flashbacks, I guess, of rough childhoods, whatever damaged him from the past, really messed the one brother up. I believe the other one that got married was able to keep his life together and I guess live as normal as you can live, or whatever the hell normal is, right? Anyway, so it just kind of goes back and forth. I don't know if there was necessarily a spirit or if he was possessed or if he created his own possession. It's just one of those things. So I just wanted to bring you this movie real quick. It's just something you really have to, it's hard to break down. It kind of lags. So, I mean, you know, if you guys do watch it, leave it in the comments if you've seen it and let me know what you thought about it. But I did want to bring you guys, I Trapped the Devil. Now, this is called A Nasty Piece of Work. Now, this movie is right around the holidays, Christmas. Now, starts off with two guys, right? Got one arrogant guy, one guy that comes off to me pretty humble, maybe a simp. The other guy's more like the jock and all wants to be seen, attention seeking, all that, right? Fast forward. Now, they're invited to their boss's house. They bring their wives, one wife. Both their wives are pretty, but one is like the blonde, I guess, arm candy. One's kind of natural to me, hippie, but strong minded, right? So they're at their boss's home, and basically they are both coming to find out who is going to get this big ass promotion. Okay. Now, what's crazy is that they go through so many crazy challenges. Let's just put that. Now, some of these are staged events. Now, one of the stage events is when the husband and the wife, the boss and the wife, start arguing in front of their company, and he ends up shooting her in the back of the head and blowing her brains out. And he goes around asking both of the men, what can we do? Like, we're all in this together. How can we all get away? Well, the simple guy gives a better alibi. So he got 1 point. Now, they're all freaked out by this point because the lady stands up. She's, you know, bowing like this is some damn type of awesome play. And they're all freaked the hell out. Now, the simple guy and his wife want to get the hell out of there. The blonde and the jock, basically, they're like, hell no, I'm going to win this, okay? He's got a Porsche. He's got this image to maintain, whatever, right? So the simp ends up wanting to stay because he's trying to prove something to the jock, you know what I'm saying, instead of proving something to himself, right? So they also go through a scene where the men are put up against each other to kill each other, like literally. Of course, the simple guy gets the upper hand, but he can't do it. And I think the jock ends up getting I mean, it's a real screwed up, twisted. It's twisted, okay? So a lot of secrets get brought out. They've been watching their employers, and they know everything about them, right? From what I'm thinking, like this organization had been ran. Well, when you see the movie, to me, they're demonic people. This organization. Now, there is a plot twist. I'm not going to tell you that. Somebody does get the promotion. It's just not who you think it's going to be. Now, this is the Pilgrim. I had to throw this in here. Now, of course, this is based around Thanksgiving, but it's demonic as hell. Okay, it's close enough to get you ready for the Christmas horror, right? So the Pilgrim's based around, it starts focusing on this one family, a blended family, a daughter who loses her mother, a woman ends up marrying her father, they have a kid, and you can tell that the daughter and the relationship's rocky, right? Connects her with her little boyfriend, and it shows that the wife's trying to impress all the other moms because the other moms still like the old wife that end up passing away, I believe. And so she hires these pilgrim entertainers. They're just supposed to be entertainers, but they come in with no character broken at all. Okay, fast forward, they target families who are not thankful, not perfect, basically. They will kill if needed to teach you a lesson. Okay. Now, these to me are demons, reincarnated demons that come, that are sent. See, the girl made a wish on Thanksgiving and broke the wishbone. She got the wish. And they always say, be careful what you wish for, because they sure in the hell did get it. Now, like I said, there are some deaths in this movie. And once they're dead, there's no like fixing it and time comes back. These pilgrims end up changing their whole environment into the time that they lived in. They used candles. There was no more electronics. They couldn't use their cell phones, tablets, nothing. They were building shacks around their property. They also had them shucking corn. I mean, the movie is a trip, dude. And it actually brings them closer together because at the end of the day, when you're fighting psychotic ass demons, I would want to reach, hold on to my family as well, right? Like I said, Pilgrim is a really, really good movie. It's good to watch around Thanksgiving, but hey, I say throw it on in there for a Christmas boost to get you ready for the Christmas horror. I'm just saying in general. So I did want to leave that one for last because it wasn't really Christmas, but it's a good ass movie. So I hope you guys did enjoy this little short video. These are just some of my many thousands of movies I could put on here, but this is just a few that I recently watched with my son, and they just stuck in my mind. So I wanted to bring you guys my Christmas horror, some of them favorites.